No. I shouldn't cover my mouth when I say that. Just checking my stream, make sure it's up. Just checking. Yep, looks fine. No, shit. I always forget. I need to check the fucking title on this thing, because I'm bad at updating the title and category before I stream through, because it seems like sometimes it doesn't actually go through. Yeah, alright, it looks right. Cool. I'll leave that up for a minute, because I'm trying to see if my stream notifications and my Twitter notifications are going out like they're supposed to. So, keeping an eye on that. But, as you can probably tell from the stream title, today I have a friend who hasn't done a Eden's Verse, so I believe we're gonna go and clear all that stuff with him. And just the normal tier, not Savage yet. And then probably do whatever other miscellaneous content he wants to. I'm just helping him get caught up on the game since he hasn't played in a while. And also, he's still fairly new to the game, so I'm sure he has a lot of old content that he still hasn't done that I can help him do, like random dungeons and so on. But if we start doing too many random dungeons, I might just jump over to an alt and get some experience, but we'll see. Yep. So until he joins, I'm just kind of chilling out. Yeah. So I don't know if there's anybody actually watching, but if there's anybody, then how's it going? So just try to fill the silence while I wait for my friend to get on here. Still haven't seen my Discord or my notification or my tweet go out, so let me check again on that to see if that's working. Oh. Hold on, I think I might have fucked up permissioning. Sorry, just trying to fix my Discord. Because it appears my friend isn't able to join my stream chat. Hello. Wait, are you... Can you hear me and everything,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I made the moderator role like a server mod so it could get in wherever it wants to, but I guess I didn't do it right.
Nope. No big.
Alright, well, you're in here now.
Sasha joining us for this, or?
Probably not. I think he said he's gonna do Phantasmagoria or something with some friends. He might be joining us, I don't know. If he wants to join, he also has permission to hop in this channel, and he can see all the chat and everything, so he's welcome to join if he wants to, but I say we just kind of go without him.
Ah.
Boy, read your stream chat.
Oh.
Oh. So here's like, hey, if you need me to join, let me
Dude,
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
have stream chat open. I was trying to fix the Discord permissions. Oh, now I see you. I mean, if you want to join, you can. I figured you just joined this channel, though, if you wanted to join.
Because I was watching at the end, I didn't want the echo, but I can just turn the stream audio off. Nah, as long as I can DPS, I'm down. I just
Alright.
need to do stuff that doesn't involve being a tank.
Alrighty. Oh,
I'm debating. I think I might try healing this, because I haven't healed most of these fights, and we're just doing normal, so... Yeah, I'm gonna try healing. So, cue us in whenever you're ready. Honestly, I don't remember the normal difficulty of a lot of these fights, so I'll try to call out mechanics as they occur for you, Mackie, but...
alright, sounds good.
It's, been a while.
That's fine. You on whatever you want to be, Sasha?
Yeah, I think I'll go red mage.
Okay.
Sasha, you found my Twitter super fast. I made it and you
So
found it like
Twitter
immediately.
gave me a Twitter sent me a notification. Hey, your contact Hada Freeblade is now on Twitter.
Interesting. Because I made a Twitter and I'm like, I hadn't even put it on my stream or anything yet, and you just immediately followed me. Like, what the fuck? How the hell did you find me? Like, for a second I thought, I was like, does he do like daily searches to see if I ever get on Twitter? Like, what the fuck?
Yes, yes, I do.
Like, what the hell
I
is
was
that?
so anxiously awaiting the day that you returned to Twitter.
Returned.
Because remember, you had one before?
Oh yeah, in college, one of my college professors made me have a Twitter that I tweeted about Mount Everest every day about, because it was a college requirement for his fucking class. So as soon as I finished that class, I deleted it.
No, it wasn't as soon as you finished the class, because I found it. And
Oh,
like, what the fuck, that's still there?
Alright, so it's whenever Sasha reminded me that it existed, I went and deleted it. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, because didn't it only have just like a bunch of random Mount Everest facts on it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like mountain facts and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
this is weird, but I'm all for this.
This is Hada's life. He tweets about Mount Everest and that's it.
I mean, to be fair, given how I know you over the years, it really didn't surprise me. Like, that kind of like random ass shit is kind of what I expect.
I'm glad you liked my opening tweet though. Shit. I remember back in the day, that's what people used to make fun of Twitter for being about, so that's all I could think of. No, I just made it because I was like, oh, I'm trying to stream more, and I wanted to try to set up notifications and stuff for it.
Yeah, no, that's basically why I created mine initially, but I decided to start trying to use it more for like in general. I'm
Yeah.
also trying to use my YouTube channel more. I actually just commissioned some branding stuff, so like a title card and banner for all my shit.
Oh, nice.
Like some like opening music sound effect type stuff. Which, if you want to do that kind of stuff, let me know and I can hook you up with the people I'm getting mine through.
I'll be honest, like 2 days ago, I actually commissioned a logo and a couple other things as well.
Oh, nice.
So, mainly because I wanted a logo just for myself instead of the warrior icon for Discord and everything. Which, before I commissioned it, it was funny because the only artist I actually know that does commissions was Sui, so I messaged her first and be like, hey, do you do any non-pro or non-furry commissions? And she's like, I do, but I'm kind of full right now and I'm in debt to my boyfriend, so maybe later. So I looked online and I found some Pakistani dude, and he looked like he had great work, so he's doing it for me.
Yeah, the art I'm getting is actually the same person who did my current profile picture, which I originally got done as a, it was actually a gift. It's the tattoo design I'm getting on my right arm, but I also wanted to use it for profile picture and logo and whatnot.
Oh, nice.
And because there's actually the one ex that wasn't batshit insane and that I'm still close friends with that did it because she does graphic design stuff.
I'm like, why the fuck is my stream getting angry? And it's like, oh, I see why. Fucking Steam is trying to download 1 million updates right now. Alright, stop it, Steam. I do not need, because my stream was giving me the whole thing of, you're lagging, and it's like, what the fuck? What am I? I'm not running anything other than this game.
Oh Jesus Christ, this fucking fight.
Dude, the normal difficulty of this fight's easy. It's fine. Although we'll probably still wipe at least once because God fucking knows what these people on the ring.
And before I accidentally backflip off the ledge. Hey, I didn't backflip off the ledge.
Wait.
I almost did.
Alright,
You're
so...
you're not a Dragoon. Why are you doing these things?
Well, Red Mage is
Red
the also good at jumping off of fucking ledges class.
Red Mage
Alright, so go to the
is-
left. Go to the left over here. Go to the left.
I'm
Over
coming,
here,
I'm coming,
quickly.
I'm coming.
There you go. Yes, if you see these spears, go near the short spear. Don't touch the testicles yet, or... Actually, yeah, just grab one of these orbs. Why not?
Okay.
What is
Oh,
this?
That's the storm cloud. So just don't stand under the storm clouds and you'll be fine.
Bullshit. Oh, it doesn't debuff.
No, not in normal. Again, this is normal difficulty mode, and I'm healing, so I could probably just like brute force through half these mechanics with healing. Dude, we did Seed of Sacrifice the other day for Mackey's first clear on that, and that was fun. We had a tank who didn't believe in defense cooldowns.
Yeah, that was.
So you had an average tank.
Yeah, basically. I'm actually surprised that we cleared as fast as we did. Basically, I just overhealed the shit out of everything, and it seemed to kind of work. Oh. Interesting.
Wipe me. What did I miss? Okay.
Oh, we probably need another orb for that.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like,
you did.
is that just something I have to continually refresh
Yep.
every so often?
Yep. Basically.
Do you just keep... Alright, just... Do we need an orb for this? Am I dead? No. In normal version of this fight, do you just always have an orb? Is that what's happening?
Basically.
Oh, don't... These things are gonna charge. Just, you know, get out of their way. I don't know how big the hitbox is on these.
I'm pissed. Nice.
Honestly, the Savage version of this fight would be easier for me at the moment, honestly, because I remember that. Well, this is...
It's usually how it goes.
Alright, so spears, remember, go to the short spear. Yeah, see the short spear? Come over to it.
I guessed correctly. Oh shit!
Shit. Oh shit.
I am. in
Oh,
the
that's a
middle
big
of my,
AoE.
Yeah, you want to get in the corner. I'm just gonna grab one orb, fuck it. Oh, you didn't have an orb, so you died.
What is that? Because I didn't see a cast thing.
It's the
What?
Judgment Bolt. So just keep an orb on you at all times, apparently.
Apparently. Find an orb. There's an orb.
Also, this is the worst fucking part for casters. Jesus.
Yeah! Tell me about it! I'm just sitting over here freaking. Oh god, that was painful.
Like, that part is actually easier on casters than Savage, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Like, in normal difficulty, yeah, if you have a cloud, just fuck off with it. Alright, just,
Oh, that's
again,
bad.
don't get knocked all the way off the edge. Try to stay out of the cloud, too. If you don't have an orb, make sure you get one. Feed the blood lily, feed the blood lily, feed the blood lily. It's the only reason I play this class.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, this
Oh shit.
is painful. Oh,
I did not even see that.
Saving my swift cast for whenever I can res you. Fuck the monk. I'll slow raise the monk. Oh, Aster got him. Or you got them. Somebody got them.
But
I kind of didn't think it was you, but benefit of the doubt.
implying I would sacrifice DPS for someone else's life.
Yeah, that was my thought. Get near the short spear. Get near the short spear.
It was actually because I was so.
Rescue. Grab an orb. Just make sure you have one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the Fury Bolt the first time for this, that's why. That's why I was confused. I was like, is there no Fury Bolts in this fight? But I guess there is. Screw it. Get out of the way of the horses. Watch out for the knockback. Buster. If you don't have an orb, probably a good idea to have one. But grab another one now. Why not?
Probably see if Kanan wants to tank next year.
Well, that's for you guys to sort out.
I doubt it, but can't hurt to ask.
All I know is I'm tanking, and I don't really care. As long I basically just want the other. Oh shit! I fucked that up. Whoever's co-tanking to not be somebody who's gonna be rotating like weekly, you know.
Yeah.
As long as it's like the same
Or
fucker,
not.
it's fine.
So not me then.
Like, I don't mind if you're my co-tank, but I want you to be my co-tank at least till we clear the tier. Then you know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you meant rotating in terms of like rotating tank classes.
Well, I
If I
mean,
want
ideally when you're progging, you should probably keep somebody on the same tank class until you finish prog. Get the other short spear. Yeah. I just mean, theoretically, for fastest prog, you should people should pick one class and stick on it until you finish the progression.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, this Ramu is dying super slowly.
Time to blind everyone.
Motherfucker.
Kaboom!
Horses. It's easy peasy. Just barely paying attention a lot of that fight. Now, quickly bail before all this junk gets dropped in your inventory. They really need to add for the loot window a pass all button.
Yeah.
I-
That would be really nice for in real life.
I understand not having a need all and not having a greed all, but pass all feels like it should 100% be a feature.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just chilling around, see if anybody player comms me. I'm trying to get to 5,000 player comms.
Yeah, what is it that you get 5,000?
Hmm?
What is it you get 5,000?
I don't think you get anything at that point. It's more of a personal goal.
That's fair.
Which, across my alts and stuff, I definitely added up have over 5,000. I just want 5,000 on my main.
Why did somebody give me the player commentation? I sucked.
I don't know, man. Me and Sasha can't calm you, so... I commended the Astro, because they were paying a lot more attention than me that entire time.
Yeah. I got on the Astro because they didn't die multiple times.
Hey, man. I wasn't really, paying attention to the fucking horses on the side like half the
I
time.
don't blame you. I got yeeted myself that one time.
Rambu's boring anyways. I'll start paying attention more once we get to 11 or 7 and 8. I like those a lot. When does the next tier come out? That comes out like Tuesday or something, right?
Yep, this Tuesday. I actually have Tuesday off. I'm gonna be probably binging Bajja.
I in fact do not have Tuesday off, so that means are we going back to Tuesday, Thursday, Friday raid schedule?
Yep.
What's...
Yep.
All right.
Because the only reason we weren't doing Tuesdays was because Kanan had his other group.
So I have to ask this because I don't think this discussion has happened yet. But are we doing tea this week? And my follow-up question is kind of why. Because if we're just gonna start progging the normal tier next week, I mean, there's not like we're gonna have to come and relearn everything anyways. So I don't know if there's a point in us doing tea Tuesday, Thursday, and
that's
Friday.
what I'm thinking. Like, I would like to get the Living Liquid clear, but at the same time, it's like, you know.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna get it
I don't.
because
Yeah, and I don't think I don't know if Astral's currently subbed either. I think his sub ran out.
yeah, I'm thinking we might just want to say we're not doing tea this week and just let people relax before next year.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to do tea, I just see it as, like, even if we get through Living Liquid, next time we come back to tea, we're gonna have to relearn it all anyways, so, like... You know what I mean? It's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. But that does mean, since some of us, do, in fact, work, on Tuesday, we're probably gonna have to do the normal tier Eden before we go into Savage for a bunch of people. But we should be able to get that through that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Because I know I'm gonna do it and try and get my loot before raid time.
Yeah, since we don't raid till 8, I'll probably try to do it before raid as well myself. But, you know, you never know, right?
Yeah. Got hella people on in the FC.
You have what on in the FC?
Hella people's on.
Who's on in my FC?
You and maybe him.
Somebody in this FC's been trying to revive it.
Probably Akaya.
Nope, I'm the only one online right now. Never mind, it's still dead. There's only 37 people here, though, now. They purged a bunch of people.
Oh shit. Well, if anything happens, there's always an invite over with us. Open.
But then I'll abandon him. When the new raid tier comes around, I might check you up on that invite just so I can have food buff.
Yeah. Because we keep it up. I mean, also, like, the static is, let's see, because me, Riley, Kiz, Belissa, and Kanan.
Does a new crafted set come out at the same time as the new tier?
New crafted set will come out. Not crafter, but like battle crafted will come out.
Yeah, crafted for like
it
raiding.
It will be equivalent item level to the normal raid stuff, as always.
Because I'm thinking about doing some pugging next year as well on an alt, so I probably will have to buy a crafted set for it.
Yeah. I might get my alt up because I think you and Melissa both were thinking of that, and it maybe if AO is interested in pugging raids, I don't know if she has a static or not. I might do that. I don't think she does.
Honestly, I feel like it's going to come down to, though, how much I actually like the next tier.
Yeah.
Like, if I hate the first fight of the tier, or I find it annoying or something, like, this tier, I thought 6 was particularly annoying, and I thought Ramuh was a bit tedious to do with people, so I didn't really want to pug it at all, because...
Yeah, anything like the previous tier, though, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, the previous tier was fucking dope. Then again, E1S was literally a joke, and you could clear that in an hour. E2S was not that
ultimately, hard. Whether or not pug is going to come down to if I have people that I want to pug with.
Fair.
Because it's like, it's one of those things, it's like, you know, unless I'm doing that with people, then I'd rather spend that time doing other shit. Like farming relic weapons or playing other Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, for a while when I was bored, I was trying to farm up a bunch of other stuff, but I don't know. Honestly, I probably won't pug too much when the tier comes out anyways, because Cyberpunk, so...
yeah, true.
I mean, I'm gonna become probably a pretty strict raid logger once Cyberpunk comes out.
That's fair. As long as you get your tome gear.
Yeah, no. You know me. I'm gonna have my best in slot as fast as I can and so on. Like, I'm always prepared for raid. Like, yeah. When I say I'm gonna be a raid logger, I more mean like I'm just gonna get all the stuff I need, and then other than that, I'm not gonna log in like ever. Cause Cyberpunk, which is a game I'm probably gonna play obsessively, but I'll probably not stream at all because I want to play with the copyrighted music and with fucking nudity on, because I'm a fucking weirdo. So. Dude, I'm honest with myself. I can say that at least.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I mean, it's like, why else would you get that game on? Let's be honest.
I don't know. Some people are getting it for other reasons.
As long as you don't spend fucking 9 hours customizing your junk, I think you're fine.
Dude, I think,
Only
according to Cyberpunk's Twitter, there's only like a couple different genitals that you can choose between. I saw that in the Reddit today, somebody was talking about that. So I don't know if I can spend 9 hours choosing between 2 different types of genitals, if you know what I mean.
I will say that that news will lose them most of the lose a lot of interest from the majority of the people who play on the Crystal Data Center on 14.
No. Don't worry. Those people will still show up because they've got genital sliders, you see.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 different kinds, but they've got sliders, so you can make them as
The
big
real
or
question
small
is,
as you want.
do they have butt sliders?
They do, actually.
Well, 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, they already announced they've got fucking tit slider, ass slider, and dick slider.
Nice.
It's like, Jesus. Because somebody was talking about their character customization. They're like, yeah, so they've got, like, 35 different hairstyles, like 6 different fucking body types or something. I don't know. Supposedly, you can mix and match genitals however you please, so you can be a chick with a massive dong, and you can be a dude with, like, giant knockers or something. Supposedly you can do that.
Zonor, let me know when you're ready to go into the next one. I'm just fucking around with something.
Yeah, I'm just
Something of no consequence.
So he's just googling fucking Cyberpunk junk sliders.
I am checking something before payday tomorrow.
Okay. Sasha, are you broke again?
No, it's just I'm committing to putting stuff in and saving, so my free spending budget is exhausted.
Here's hoping we get next tier down fast, though. It's not as much of a fucking trudge as the previous 2 tiers have been.
Yeah, for sure.
Because fucking the first tier we had a merry-go-round circus of people. Same thing happened second tier, and then just everything fell apart second tier too. Yeah. Then again, Square Enix has a habit of making the final tier the easiest tier, so...
Yeah. Which will probably be the case again.
Yeah, which... as much as I'd like that, because then it'd make prog and everything faster, it's also a little bit sad thinking that it won't be as hard. But whatever.
Sasha Rosenwald is logged out.
It's all good, just let me know when you're ready to queue back in and I'll queue back in.
You get a notification when Sasha logged out. Wait, is he in the FC with you guys?
Yeah.
I'm back using your guys' FC and I'm not. Hey, LMAO. Somebody pinged me on Discord. Oh, it's in Origin. What's going on in Origin? Ultimate status. Oh, I see. You just pinged about this week being canceled. Which, I was thinking about that. If people really want to do T, yeah, I'd be fine to still do it. It's just the thought of new tiers coming out. Even if we get through Living Liquid, we're probably not going to get through Limit Cut. And at this point, everybody knows the Living Liquid mechanics, so like, when we come back anyways, we're going to have to beat all the rust off. I'd probably say it's fine for us to do it if we raided last week, but because Thanksgiving and everything, we canceled raid. People are going to be rusty this week, so it's going to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I gotcha.
I don't know. Also, I need to finish Ghost of Tsushima before Cyberpunk comes out. Dude, Ghost of Tsushima is so good. It was awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a
Alright.
lot of fun.
I'm ready to queue whenever Sasha gets back in.
Okay.
My biggest complaint about Ghost of Tsushima is I'm playing on hard difficulty, and it's really not that hard. The game is really easy at this point. The game gives you too many tools, which is great, because that means you can play the game in a million different ways, and you have a tool for every situation. But it means the game's stupidly easy, because I can just spend entire fights throwing tools at people and just win. Like, I think back, you saw yesterday how I was killing bosses in like 3 seconds flat, because I just fucking kept spamming the legendary techniques, and it would just insta-kill them. And I'm like, yeah, these bosses aren't a thing anymore. The game's too easy because they gave me too many tools to insta-kill bosses. But yeah.
Rosenthal just logged in.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although Ghost of Tsushima does have a harder difficulty in which you die in a single hit, but I felt like that wasn't a good idea for a first playthrough.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the idea of you die in a single hit type for difficulty, because a lot of the upgrades in that game are things to either give you more health or make you tankier. And if no matter what you die in one hit, then it doesn't, like, healing doesn't matter, health doesn't matter, tankiness doesn't matter. One hit is still one hit, you know?
Yeah.
So it makes like half the game's upgrades completely irrelevant.
So, which is better for me to grind for? Should I grind for the Eden Black Mage staff, or should I grind for the,
The answer is neither. The new tier comes out in like a week.
Yeah.
The new tier comes
Okay.
out on Tuesday, so honestly, it doesn't really matter what you grind at this point. New tier comes out, then I would just say start getting your weekly currencies and start doing your, just do your weekly raids and everything. And if
Okay.
you ever want to try out Savage or anything, again, like I have pugs or alts, so
yeah,
I can
I'll
always give you
probably,
a taste of it.
I don't know, I'll probably wait a bit on trying Savages just because I know I'm still hella rusty.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, as far as gear, I'd just say at this point, kind of doesn't matter for this tier. Just wait till next tier comes out, and then you can start worrying about it more.
Sounds good.
Yeah. As long as you're high enough item level to get into all the new content, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's true for most of this game, honestly. Having max, like, gear and, like, really high item level gear and having best in slot builds and everything really only matters if you're doing Savage or Extreme content or Ultimate content. If you're just doing, like, casual stuff, yeah, it's obviously nice to get better gear and everything, but it technically doesn't really matter, you know?
Hmm.
So, I'm just saying, don't worry too much about gear as long as you can get into the content.
Makes sense.
Again, you hear me and Sasha talk about it all the time, but that's again because we're doing like Savage and Ultimate stuff, so at that
Yeah.
level it really does matter what your gear is. And honestly, if you're just trying to grind out a really good weapon, I would recommend looking into the Relic grind.
Yeah.
Because the Relic weapons are going to be upgraded through the entire expansion, so...
Getting the current top level up, it's pretty easy, and if you want to do the fate grind for the tokens to upgrade to the current max, just let me know and I'll join you, because I'm trying to get all of my relic weapons upgraded.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can let me know too, because I haven't done the Bozja Relic grind basically at all.
So with the Bozja relic grind, you can either grind for the tokens inside Bozja, which I only recommend if you're also leveling a class or leveling your Bozja rank, because it's a fairly low drop rate, or you can do Heavensward Fates.
Anti-Tower XD.
The Heavensward Fates have a 100% drop rate for the tokens.
Oh, I see. I've been wondering why on my alt I've been seeing a shit ton of people running around in the Heavensward content.
Yep, that's why. Like I need 13 more of the ones from Hinterlands or As's Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically I'm trying to decide if I'm either, because I want to get my Red Mage one up, but I think I should do my Paladin one, because we get more boss show with this patch, so I assume the level is going to go, for relic weapons are going to go up with the new boss show content. So I kind of want to get I think I should do my Paladin first, that way I can get that up, since that's what I'm probably going to be primarily raiding on.
Gotcha. I don't know. I don't care to grind up my relics too much at the moment, because, I mean, the relics are always just going to be, like, slightly behind the raid tier stuff, you know?
Yeah, but it'll be good to, like, for prog.
Well, doesn't it, even the prog versions, they're still the same item level as the end raid ones, right?
So, with this patch, it should go, if history is anything to go by back when things were more consistent, it should go up to match the new primal weapons. But the difference is that the new primal weapons will have 2 materia slots, these have 5. So it will be, basically until you get like the upgraded raid weapon, it's gonna be your best bet.
Ah, I see.
Or upgraded tome weapon. So basically it's going to be, the raid weapon's going to be best, followed by upgraded tome. And then the new relic is probably going to be on par with the base tome. Even though it's going to be a lower item level, the extra materia slot should account for that.
If we get to 10 minutes and this queue doesn't pop, I'll just switch to a tank.
Sounds good.
I figured queuing as a healer would probably speed up these queues, but that doesn't seem to be the case for this fight. Probably because this fight's fucking annoying to tank.
Yeah, I can imagine with cheap primals.
Yeah. It's like not hard to tank in Savage, it's just doing it with pugs, it's a pain in the ass because pugs aren't good at managing tank aggro with other tanks.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of sprout pugs don't realize what their tank stance does, and they don't turn it on. And a lot of more experienced but not good tanks make the opposite mistake of leaving it on always. So
I was gonna say, if you don't know what your tank stance does by the time you hit Shadowbringers, I don't think you should be a tank.
yeah, it's
Welcome
I
to
would agree with
Final
that.
Fantasy XIV.
Which, you know, generally speaking, by the time people get to level 80 content, they've figured out what their tank stance does. It's again just, then they leave it on always, and when you're doing content with 2 tanks, you generally don't want to just leave your tank stance on always. You want to use it when you need to, and so on.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like doing random duty roulette content, generally speaking, you should let the tank who is better geared be the main tank.
Yeah. There's a reason why I've kind of drifted away from tanking. It's one of those things. It's like I got into tanking because it's like I didn't trust anyone else to do it, and then like 90% of other tanks that in multi-tank content have made me regret that choice.
Yeah, dealing with other tanks and pug content is a nightmare. It's part of the reason that you probably noticed just playing with me the last couple days, Mackie. I generally don't play on my tank outside of like Savage content anymore. It's what I'm best at, but I play a lot more healer when I do random duty content a lot, because dealing with other rando tanks is a pain in the ass.
And here I thought it was just to keep my dumb ass alive.
Well, it's that too. It's also the fact that I can raise you. Well, that's why I'm on this instead of a DPS. Speed up queues,
Right.
and because then I can raise your ass. But yeah. It's like I can't deal with pug tanks, but like it requires so much more effort and communication than I really want to put in a lot of times. Like when I queue into a trial roulette, I always have to have this stupid dance with my tank stance, in which I'll turn on my tank stance, then I'll see if they turn theirs on. If they turn theirs on, I turn mine off, then sometimes they'll turn theirs off, and it's like, the fuck are you guys doing? And one of us has our tank stance on, the other doesn't. One of us is tanking this shit. It's like, I don't want to have an aggro fight. Other tanks don't seem to understand what I'm doing. It's annoying. It's like, if you turn your tank stance on, I assume you want to tank.
Exactly.
Because most fights, you're not tank swapping at all. Tank swapping is almost exclusively like Savage content, you know? So, outside of Savage content, generally speaking, one tank has their tank stance on, the other tank has it off. This is another fight that I only really remember the Savage version, so I'm gonna see if I can remember, you know, normal mechanics and call them out as I see them. But we'll have to see how it goes. Dude, who does a 22-second battle countdown?
Fucking Klein.
What?
He's an old friend of mine from Rare X.
Oh,
Small world, I guess.
back in Heavensward, right?
Yep.
I think I actually recognize the name. I think I might have raided with him at one point.
He's super chill. I like him a lot.
Alright, well, this should be an easy clear. Lots of raiders. Oh, stay out of the cone.
Too late.
Again, I stepped out of that as instinct, and I'm like, right, there's someone that's new here that I should be calling out stuff for. Stack with somebody else if you have the blue marker. And then don't stand in the AoE, obviously. If you don't stack with somebody else and you have the blue marker, it yeets you way up into space. It's great, you should try it.
Maybe next time.
That's gonna knock you back, just don't stand in it, you'll be fine. Nope.
Apparently if I go too far back, it kills me.
Yeah, if you touch the wall, you die.
Good to know.
I forgot to mention that.
Oh, that was convenient timing.
If you have a tether, just spread out. Tethers are cones. It doesn't really matter if you get hit by one, just don't get hit by two.
What's the... 'cause
Stay out of...
I'm not seeing an AoE, like, marker for these cones. Like, is there, like...
Oh, it's the little blue, things you see on her. You'll see, like, little blue... I'll try to put out. Oh, stay away from the orbs of wind. They're bad. Right, so, like, come back here and get pushed forward, but not into the purple. There you go, and stay away from the orbs. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, and get away from the pulsing marker. So now Ifrit's gonna spawn, so kill Ifrit. And don't let him punch you. It'll be great. You'll see what I mean.
Punch me, Daddy, Ifrit.
If you get a Hand of Flame tether, just spread out. If you get marked with something again, just kind of spread out of it. It doesn't matter if you get hit by one of these, you just gotta not get hit by two. Oh, and stay away from that. The giant angry red marker. And obviously don't stand in the fire. Alright, now we're gonna play a little bit soccer. So, alright, go, like, towards him. Go, like, under him. Because he's gonna kick that orb forward. See? There you go. It's just from my AoE. I appreciate the Scholar's attempt to shield heal, but they're casting their sucker after the damage goes out. Does it matter which one you attack in this? Normal?
That's bad.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, it's
not fast enough.
Yeah, if you stay in the purple, you die.
Oh, I thought it was just like a AoE. Okay, good to know.
No, the purple kills you. Oh, Sasha, don't move!
Bullshit.
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
Look at these paladins
Oh,
with their
shit.
clemencies.
Oh.
Oh. Am I gonna get coned?
Oh, you're alive, Brandon. I thought you totally died.
Yeah, that's what happens if you stand still instead of moving. Alright, now the goal is to not die to this thing. Is this gonna cancel my raise? I'm gonna be really annoyed if it does.
You? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, alright. I'm resing you, Sasha. If you could raise people, that'd be great.
Once I have mana, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that's a big AoE. Hello.
Oh, thank you, Resident. I got it.
Yes. Good job, Mackie. Yeah, if you have a tether, again, just spread out. Oh, get in the safe spot. Go, go, go.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, you're pretty far out. Oh, shit. I'm gonna try to raise you. Oh, get out of the fire, run! Nice. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, never mind, I have plenty of time to move with normal difficulty for that. Alright. Does this normal difficulty have a fight? Oh, see those cones? Yeah, those are the cones, those blue things. Yeah, and if you have one of these tethers to spread out their AoE cones, it doesn't matter if you get hit by one, just don't get hit by two and you'll be fine.
Okay. What's this triple?
So what?
Thing? Damn it! Fuck! Oh, that's AoE.
Yeah, you gotta be fast on your feet. Oh, didn't matter. Try not to die to this.
Oh,
Damn it.
I died.
Killed you. I was hoping you're healthy enough because I couldn't quite get a heal off fast enough on you.
I got him.
That's fine.
Oh, cones. Tether, it's fine. Just don't get hit by two. Ow. So I guess this doesn't happen in Rage normal difficulty. think we have a tank that knows what he's doing now. Klein's mitigating like a champ.
Right, he's former World Hog right here. So, I
Yeah,
would hope so.
I knew that when you said he was Rare X. So that was good. I'm like, oh shit, a tank who actually knows how to use cooldowns. Now we're talking. Oh, watch out, comes my dad.
Oh,
There we go, easy peasy. Actually, don't think I have that orchestra yet, so I'm gonna roll on
Nah.
it.
I don't want to break it up.
You rolled higher than I did. I only rolled a 19. Alright, quickly follow Klein home so he can't escape you again, Sasha.
Well, he's in my Discord. He's just not super active.
I feel like that's true for a lot of people who used to play back in Heavensward.
Yeah. Cause I still talk.
Okay, what do we have next? So the next fight is way better than the first two, and the next fight's all about portals. So
Joy.
get ready to big brain some shit.
joy.
Nah, it's really not that hard. You could probably just follow me around and do everything correctly. It's just, yeah. Lots of portals. 7 is actually my favorite fight of the tier. Which is funny, because, thematically and everything, I love 8. The problem is, I think 7's mechanics are significantly more fun than 8's. I feel like this is another case, though, of I don't remember normal difficulty that well, so here's hoping. The question is, does Sasha remember normal difficulty well enough to do that diagonal portal strat without getting himself fucking deleted? Also, Mackie, do you have it set to always say you're offline on Discord?
Yeah,
Okay.
I lurk.
I noticed that. I was just curious. But then how else am I supposed to spam message you tons of anime porn? Come on.
You just sent it and question whether or not I actually see it.
The only reason I thought of that is a lot of my private messages after Sasha knows after the time in which this happened. A lot of my private messages featuring Sasha, Sun, and I think it's Yuna now has a lot of NSFW content in it. And it's not normal NSFW content. It's like the type of stuff that you don't want to look at.
Yeah, Sasha sent me a couple of them. I understand what you're talking
one
about.
point, but that was at your request, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
of course.
Was it
Yeah,
the Fall Guys stuff?
yeah, it was the Fall Guys stuff.
The what stuff?
The Fall Guys Sentai?
Oh, that was the
Well,
Fall
great
Guys
Fall
stuff.
Guys.
I'm talking about, I still have like the most recent message from you, I think it is that fucking scarecrow image.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I
Yeah, you
forgot
know what
about
I'm talking about.
that. I forgot.
Oh god.
And then Sun, I have a bunch of his commissioned fucking porn, and oh, he sent me so much weird shit. And then Yuna just sent me some disgusting food images.
I like how she sent me a supposedly disgusting food thing, and I'm just like, that actually sounds pretty fucking good.
What is that? The sardines and mac and cheese or something?
No, it was the pitas with cream cheese and cucumbers.
Ugh. Ugh.
Pita's like the bread?
Yeah.
That sounds weird, but I don't know.
I mean,
Doesn't sound that bad.
yeah, it's probably not. Like,
It's
nothing-
I don't think I would like it, but it doesn't seem like something would make me vomit, you know?
Yeah, no.
Assuming you
mean,
go
like,
light on the cream cheese, it doesn't seem
Yeah,
that bad.
it would be, you would be light on the cream cheese.
If you go really heavy on the cream cheese, yeah, it's fucking
Oh, God,
nasty.
no. Yeah, no. Like,
But-
you do like a thin layer of cream cheese, and then,
Like, that doesn't sound that bad then. Maybe if you, like, grill the cucumbers a little bit.
I mean, you don't know how to grill the cucumbers. Like, I mean, you could, like, maybe, like, lightly season them, do a little bit of, like,
Oh,
like
I mean, if
vinegar.
you want the seasoning to take, you're gonna have to cook them a little bit, you know?
I mean,
If you just throw
maybe.
raw seasoning on something and then it's...
It depends on what seasoning you use. Like, if you do, like, a little bit of, like, Italian vinaigrette.
Oh, well,
usually
yeah, if
good.
you're using, like, an oil or something. I
Yeah.
was thinking more
Like,
of...
if you want to season it, you would be using, like, a oil or a vinaigrette type season.
Yeah,
for it.
sure.
I
I was
the thing is,
thinking,
I
like,
do-
you know, like,
it's-
powders and
it's-
stuff, so...
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, if you want
Um,
to use,
not
like, powdered
something like that.
seasoning, you'd have to, you know, cook it.
Yeah, for sure. Like lightly grill it, but like you wouldn't want to do that. You would want to have it raw with like a vinaigrette type seasoning. Like I do.
I don't know, if I had a vinaigrette
not
on it, I
really-
feel like I'd want to, like, still lightly pan-sear it a little bit. Maybe add,
I mean, you can. I personally don't.
I feel like
do
I'd want a
something
little
that
bit of a
would,
kick, though, to
like-
offset the cream cheese, though, right? A little bit
Yeah.
of cumin or something?
So something I do, it's pretty different, but it's kind of similar vein. It's one of the reasons why I think I would like that. It's like a pita with hummus, and I usually do like a roasted garlic hummus personally. Feta, before putting the feta on, I toss the feta with Italian vinaigrette. And then sometimes, usually I'll add spinach. Sometimes I'll add black olives. It's super good.
Alright.
Which, if you ever want like a light, fairly healthy meal or snack, I highly recommend it. I usually just do it as a meal, like take one pita and do that with it.
I feel like if I'm looking for, like, a light snack or something, I think I just prefer, like, raw fruits, you know?
Yeah. That's what I said. It's like I would usually do it as a meal, although I know some people might see that and be like, "Oh, that's too light to be a meal." I'm just like, "Nah, man, that's a decent meal, at least for me." But then again, I eat pretty light these days, because you know.
Yeah. I mean, I got that German heritage. When I eat a meal, I go big, you know?
Exactly. Well, I
No
mean,
such thing
for
as
me,
a
it's-
light German meal, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing for me. It's like because I was trying to get back down to a really lightweight or low weight, so I've been doing intermittent fasting and having like small lunches. Like I do like HelloFresh meal delivery thing. I make those meals for dinners usually.
It's fair.
It's been pretty nice actually. Like I've been getting to cook a lot of like nice new things, which has been fun. Because I've been wanting to kind of branch out my cooking. The only thing I have, and it's not really a complaint per se, like it's just like something funny that I noticed. HelloFresh is interesting because it has a lot of like inspiration from a lot of different types of ethnic cuisines and such. But it's still like, if you know anything about like variations in cuisines and like food science and food history, especially like history behind the uses of different ingredients in different regions, it is very obvious that even though they try to have a good variety, it is 100% made by white people. Because basically everything is salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper, salt and pepper, and so it's like, oh, you know, here's some extra spices, but it's like, you know, we expect you to have salt and pepper in your cabinet and use it for fucking everything.
Well, to be fair, you should put salt on everything.
Yeah, But it's one of those things where a lot of it, like basically all the vegetables, is just like salt and pepper is the only seasoning. It's like
No.
that's
Yeah, you need other stuff on there too.
yeah.
But
And I mean, it does a decent job like doing other stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like it's very obvious like
yeah, a lot of
what
like
recipe
ethnic
is-
cuisine when it's been adapted to white cuisine, generally they underseason.
Alrighty, I'm about to start.
It's one of the things with I always joke with my mom's cooking because she doesn't like season jack shit. That's because my dad doesn't have the taste for it. Like, if things are seasoned a bit too heavily, like my dad doesn't like it. My parents like their food bland.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting because there is a historical, socioeconomic context behind why there's that whole stereotype about white people not seasoning their foods. It's called the Industrial Revolution. Because if you think about it historically, spices were a major import from all over the world into Europe.
Yeah. Entire
And
world's
during-
right about it.
Especially like late medieval period through the Industrial Revolution, most Europeans couldn't afford to import spices. So for many generations, Europeans really didn't have access to spices other than salt and pepper. And that's why modern quote-unquote white cooking so heavily relies on salt and pepper and usually very little else. The major exception to that would be Mediterranean cuisines.
That's the reason that fucking British food is still underseasoned to this day.
Although I will say, that is, because that's kind of like a hit or miss. Because the thing is, as part of the British imperialism, and especially with India, Indian food is extremely popular in Britain. So, historical native British cuisine, yeah, is still pretty underseasoned, but it's kind of offset by the heavy prevalence of Indian food.
Yeah. I feel like that's why a lot of Western cuisine centers around, they try to use like really high and fancy ingredients because they underseason it, but that's what you want to do with a lot of really like good ingredients is you want the natural flavors of it, so you do underseason it. So there's like a really prioritization of having completely like the best and freshest ingredients in a lot of Western cooking because you're not going to season it like crazy.
Yeah.
While a lot
And I
of
think it's
Eastern
crazy
cooking,
that-
they can use the shitty parts of the animal because they're going to aggressively season, cook it down.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of interesting because it's like, because that's the whole thing with Wagyu, especially like Kobe steaks, is you only ever basically sear it with a little bit of coarse grained salt.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Kobe beef, man, you're not throwing a bunch of spices on that. Just, you know, a little bit of salt, just light sear.
Like, it's
Like
literally-
that beef.
it's-
Those cows are treated better than a lot of people.
It's like literally just you do a sprinkle of very coarse grained salt, and then you sear it, and that's it. And I still want my number one entry on my bucket list is a trip to Kobe, Japan.
Yeah, that beef is like wicked
if
expensive
I-
though.
If I don't check anything off of my bucket list, other than that, as long as I check that off, I'll be fine.
That's fair. We're there. We're in there, boys. We're doing
Oh
it.
shit! Oh shit!
What up? You alright?
The Japanese version of City Opera Omnia just released a reveal for Sabin's new weapon and skill.
I don't know what Savin is.
He is the monk from Final Fantasy VI.
Ah. It's nice. I just know to keep myself away from gotcha games because I know I have the type of personality that I'd end up spending money on it. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's just not worth going near that rabbit hole. put you through it.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you have to avoid the portal charges as well because they're on all sides. But I'll call it the order. So it's going to be red and then blue. So you're going to want to start up front and then move back around. Alright, so move to the side. Now stay all the way up front, stay all the way up front, further front. Oh, shit. And then back, and over to the side. There's a portal behind you.
God damn it.
Those portals don't shoot back out.
The ones in the back don't shoot back.
No, those are entry portals, not exit portals.
Oh, well, whatever. Oh, this is just gonna move you to the end position after the cast, so just don't eat yourself off the edge. Like that guy did.
That guy did.
Hey man, it helps to have a good example. The OIC, what exactly did he think that was gonna do? These are stack markers, don't run away.
Oh, that's a stack. Oh, damn it. For some reason I thought it was...
Saw you running away, and I'm like, Mackie, I know you've seen stack markers before. Where are you going?
Oh.
Oh my god, the fucking other healer is double raising with me. Come on, dude. My raise was like 3 seconds ahead of him, and he still let his finish.
I'll res the other guy.
Oh, I can res. Oh, alright. I was just waiting for my Swift caster. It's gonna be up in like 2 seconds. So now you're gonna get hit by the opposite color birds of the marker you have, okay? So if you have white, get hit by purple. If you have purple, get hit by white. And now your debuff, if you notice, it just changed, so now do the opposite. So if you have white, get hit by purple. If you have purple, get hit by white.
Oh, damn
And
it.
all of the DPS died, every single one of them. Then I'll alternate
I
again.
fucking got snapshotted.
Yeah, I'm raising you, Sasha, so if you could help raise people, that'd be great.
As soon as I have his feedback.
Nobody teaches that guy the mechanic. It's funnier watching him die to it. Now there's going to be ads, but we might wipe here. I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion that at this point, if you're not going to be like a fast learner, you should just go watch a video before you queue in. Like Mackie has us in voice, so we can just tell him stuff. But if you're going to queue into this stuff solo and you're not going to watch what the other players are doing, then you should just go watch a video beforehand. Don't expect people to explain to you everything through chat. It's especially like if you're also trying to get explanations for the mechanics, you should have just watched the video before. Like you should either not want explanations or you should want them. And if you want them, you should go watch a video. It's going to be better. You don't even really have to focus on that.
Live zombie again.
Don't stack together.
Wait, what?
Please.
I thought that was a
two
stack.
No,
separate-
there's
it's
two
two
separate stack markers. If you stack them on top of each other, it kills everybody in them.
For fuck's sake.
Oh.
Yeah, if you ever see two separate stack markers in this game, just assume you can't stack them on each other.
Ah.
Let's just run it off. Fuck this.
See, this is why I don't raid, because I know I'm that dumbass who does things like this.
Well, it's fine. You're learning. But yeah, if you ever see two separate stack markers, just assume they have to be handled separately. Portals first, and then move to blue, because they're coming out of blue, and then coming out of red. So blue, and then red. Oh, too early. At least you lived somehow.
That's not correct.
See, this is a big brain fight. And again, this one, just don't eat yourself off the edge. It doesn't matter where you go. False Twilight.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
No, those
that
AoEs
fucking
are long.
worked.
Alright, remember, two separate stack markers. Don't stack them on top of each other.
Yay, we did it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Achievement unlocked. Not total scrubs.
Wait, why did that... Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Well, that was a room-wide AoE, so I think you missed the fucking healing. How far out were you?
Pretty far out.
Were you not in the white mage bubble?
No, I was not in the white mage bubble. I didn't realize that was a white.
No, it's because you had the vulnerability on you, so the fucking room-wide basically one-shot you. We don't have a shield healer, so we couldn't shield you before that. And I'm a white mage, and I only have one shield that I'm too lazy to put on you. Remember, get hit by the opposite color.
Yeah.
And then your color switch, get hit by the opposite color again. Now, one more time. Good. Nice. Now the ads are gonna spawn. It doesn't really matter which one you kill, I think, in this. Do they have to die in the same time in normal difficulty?
I do not know.
I don't think so. Tank. Getting hit by the tank buster and then popping a defensive cooldown afterwards. Come on, bud. You're supposed to use that before you take the damage. Alright, portals again. So there's not colors this time, it's just portals. Never mind, we win.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Good job, guys. We're great.
Fuck that. Great.
You don't like it fun with portals?
No, I don't like fun with portals.
Dude, that Savage fight is so much fun. Imagine portals, but harder.
Ugh. Yeah, no. I don't think we're ever gonna do that, Brandon. Fuck that.
I actually think the Savage version is a little bit easier.
Oh, it is because it's significantly more scripted. The easy version of this fight, it just kind of throws mechanics at you kind of randomly after a certain point. The Savage version, it's 100% scripted, so you can just remember the order of the mechanics. But the portal mechanics in Savage are technically harder, but you can remember exactly the combinations of them and when they're going to happen.
Yeah.
So it makes it a bit easier because you can be better prepared for them. But again, the portals themselves are a bit harder. Also, there's better brain dead strategies for Savage. Obviously, people don't come up with brain dead strategies for normal because who gives a shit, it's normal. Alright, so next is Shiva. And fortunately, the hardest mechanic in Shiva, you don't have to do a normal difficulty. Actually, all the hard mechanics in Shiva, you don't have to do a normal difficulty. The hardest battle at Shiva in normal difficulty, I believe, is the mirrors. So basically, to give you a heads up what I mean by that, Mackie, is you're going to see Shiva doing mechanics, and there's going to be mirrors around the arena. Basically, after she does the mechanic, the mirrors are going to reflect the mechanic, and they're going to do it afterwards. So you need to adjust to her doing the mechanic, and then adjust to the mirrors as if they're doing the mechanic she just did.
Okay.
So kind of imagine it like Fun with Portals.
Great.
I'll be right back.
It's all good. Dude, I've been getting so many player commendations today. I've gotten 3 player commendations from each individual raid that we've done. I didn't even deserve them for Ramu. Ramu, I died way more than I should have. I wasn't paying attention at all. But I'm at 4,741 player commendations. I'm only 259 away from getting my 5K player comms. So if any of you rat bastards don't commend me. Nah. It's actually smart that you can't commend people you're queued with. But the max achievement for player commendations, though, is only 3,000. After 3,000, player commendations don't matter anymore. They're just kind of for stroking your ego. Yeah.
I can certainly see why people are shipping Rain and Gaia. Seeing it on kind of thing.
Yeah, you can see why they get shipped together, but you can also be concerned why they get shipped together.
Yeah.
'Cause they're both significantly underage.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, for the culture where the game is developed, they're both of age. Also, they're officially shipped by SE at this point.
Oh, they're officially shipped by SE?
Have you not seen like the new art and everything? And the tweets and shit?
Dude, I don't follow SE on Twitter.
SE has all but explicitly confirmed that that ship is canon.
That's nice. They're gonna be like the weird couple that like one is always happy and sunshine and the other one's always dressed in black like they're going to a funeral. Like they're exact opposites. So obviously it works
So
perfectly.
like a lot of successful relationships, honestly.
Yeah. So,
'Cause
you know,
usually, like,
I
there's
guess
a
it
running
kind of
stereotype
makes
that you
sense.
I mean, usually the stereotype is you have an extrovert and an introvert. But typically, it's one of those things like opposites attract, and
Although-
that is factual.
Although I'll admit I'm not hugely fond of the idea that it's okay because the age of consent's so low in Japan.
Yeah.
Most of Japan, it's the same as the U.S.
Then
Dude,
why is there?
there
Then
was
why
some
did
article-
I see? Yeah, there was an
Yeah.
article saying they're trying to get the age of consent up from 13 to 16.
Was that just like
I
a
don't
specific
know, but
region of
basic-
Japan?
I think it's a specific region because like almost all of Japan, it's 16,
There was one.
which is
yeah.
what the U.S. actually technically is. Like only like 10 states are actually 18 in the U.S.
Really?
The national age of consent in the United States is 16, and over half of the states are 16. Like a third is 17, and the rest are 18.
Dude,
But
I'm kind of at a.
because the high, the reason why the whole 18 is considered the 18 is usually considered because it's the highest and it's the safest, essentially. Basically, like if you always assume it's 18, then regardless of what state you're in, you're never gonna get in trouble. Essentially, that's why it's kind of the de facto.
I feel like though, if you're having to think about ages of consent, you're going too young.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just saying, it's like it's a weird whole thing that's completely just like.
Like it.
Granted, to be fair, most Americans don't know shit about anything they talk about, but that's.
Yeah, well, it's in part because American law is so stupidly complicated.
Jeez. Yeah, it's actually interesting though. Most places, there's a federal minimum, and then most states usually have it higher than the federal, like individual like principalities or states or whatever that country have set it higher.
Oh, it's easier to change it at the
So
local
it's like,
level.
yep. Because I think it's like Japan, the federal is 13, but there's only. I don't think there's actually any part of Japan that actually has the.
Oh, well, I think maybe the debate, because they were talking about raising it from 13. Maybe they're talking about it at the federal level.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it was. It was raising it at the federal level, but I don't think.
Even if it's not lower than that anywhere. I mean, if it's not lower than that anywhere, you might as well raise it at the federal level, right?
Yeah.
Like, sure.
There might
why
be
not?
a couple of places, but almost the entire country, it's already 16.
Yeah, but.
Interestingly enough,
It should be 13. I mean, 13 is like barely in puberty. Like, that's fucking nasty.
Yep. No, it's actually interesting because it's one of those things where like all the stereotypes about it in like different countries in regards to that are pretty wrong. Like the place that's actually the lowest outside the Middle East is Mexico of all places.
Yeah, well, the Middle East is kind of fucked up because a lot of
Yeah.
those countries base their age of consent based off of Muhammad's youngest wife and when he bedded her.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, 11-year-olds shouldn't be the age of consent.
No, not at all. Saudi Arabia actually doesn't even have a set age. It's literally just.
Well, it's a
puberty.
religiously set one. Again, this was something that I can send you a TED talk about a girl who like grew up in one of those countries, and she talked about it. And she was talking about basically the age of consent is around 11, which is, if I remember correctly, when Muhammad bedded his favorite wife, Aisha or whatever. They go through a ceremony in which they officially announce that you're a woman and they can wed you off, and it's like 11. So technically, there's not like a legal age of consent; it's a religious one.
Yep.
And that's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Just because somebody was a pedophile in your history and you think that they were a schizophrenic doesn't mean that you're allowed to base age of consent off that and sell your daughters to older perverts. It's fucking disgusting.
Let's see what this is. So it's Tiger Break is the
Also, why is it no surprise that fucking Muhammad's favorite wife was his fucking 11-year-old one? I don't know. I'm fine
I
with
don't
people
wanna
holding
consider
whatever
that.
religious beliefs they want, but I refuse to respect a lot of these religious beliefs because the beliefs themselves are vile and disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially one in which they think it's okay to bed an 11-year-old. Like, has an 11... Has puberty even started at 11?
I just want to say it's hilarious that we've gone down this path, starting from a fucking ship getting confirmed in a video game.
Yeah, and it's whatever. Again, Rian and whatever guy his name, they're both the same age, so
Yeah.
it's kind of whatever. Like, age of consent laws in my mind don't really like, you know, teenagers are going to experiment with each other.
Yeah.
Like, age of consent laws are more for people above the range, going below
Yeah.
it, if you know what
Like
I mean.
if it had been Reen and Thancred, that would have been a whole.
Oh, well, that would have been real fucked, because Thancred was like a dad to Reen, so that would have been like grooming, and like there's a lot of issues there. So like, I don't really mind that Reen and Guy are shipped. I don't give a shit if they're gay or not. Like, that doesn't matter all to me. It's more of when people are trying to make weird content of it, because God knows it's out there. That it's like, okay, they're kind of young. You should knock that off.
Yeah. The one shit that I'm actually kind of upset that they fucking teased but didn't follow through with was fuck, what's his name? Ishtola and the Ronso dude.
Y'shtola and the dude in the
dude in
the forest.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they definitely confirmed that he was interested, but I think Y'shtola also had like a certain liked him, but she always knew she had to go back.
yeah.
So don't get me wrong, it's like that ship was
I
kind of
understand.
confirmed, but it was understood that it couldn't go further than it did from Y'shtola's perspective, because she always knew she had to go back.
Yeah, it's just sad because like those two were probably the best ship in this game.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Again, they were adorable together, but I'm pretty sure Runar was full on expressing his feelings, and from Y'shtola's perspective, she didn't want it to go further because she knew she'd have to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So-
the final scene, it pretty much confirmed that she did have those feelings back. She was just
Oh, 100%.
refusing to accept them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It was confirmed they definitely had feelings for each other. And Runar was outright shouting it. It was just,
Yeah,
again,
Runar-
Y'shtola knew that she couldn't act on it, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't want to
Runar
get his
made
hopes
no
up.
effort to hide it.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm about
Runar
to
was like,
start
shout to
thinking.
the heavens, you know? Did you
Yeah.
hear so many people complained about the scene in which Y'shtola comes back from the dead and Runar like scoops her up in his arms and thought he lost her? People say that Runar was like sexually harassing her and was overtly aggressive. Like there was a ton of
Well,
complaints
remember, they had
about
been
that.
together for years.
Yeah, well, yeah, again, which first off, I was like, what the fuck? He thought she was dead. Like he's acting full on
exactly.
impulse. So like chill. And it's like it's not like he's, you know, molesting her or something. Like
Exactly.
I don't know. I saw a bunch of random people that were like, it was completely unacceptable for him to pick her up, and I'm like, what? Dude, he thought she was dead.
So here's a theory about those people. Here's a theory about the people that are bitching. They're just mad because they're probably the people who ship her with Urianger.
People ship Y'shtola and Urianger?
Yes.
I don't see that one.
Dude, I don't see
I don't
Urianger
either,
with
but
anybody
it is
other
a-
than like Moonbrita, which she's dead now.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that's actually a common ship.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't agree with it.
I knew Y'shtola
Yeah,
Thancred
it's-
was common, but
Also, I will say, have you noticed that basically the majority of the surviving male Scions have had their love interest killed?
well, I mean,
it was-
that's
it was
one way to
like
get you
I
to
was-
care about them.
Both
It was like I was
Thancred and
saying
Urianger.
But it's
I-
okay,
like
because
I was-
Alice and fucking...
Now
Al-
they just need to give Alfino a love interest and kill them off.
Well,
They can't kill off Alice's love interest.
Yeah, I was like, it's okay, because Alice and fucking the Crystal Exarch still have their love interest alive. Because I'm telling you, Alice and the Crystal Exarch are going to have to fight for the Warrior of Light.
The thing is like, you at least know that they can never have their own love interest killed off.
Well, hopefully not. 'Cause that's how the game ends. It's just everybody's players die and the fucking servers run off.
I mean, there are games where the ending is the player character dying. And
Well, yeah, there's tons
honestly,
of games like
most,
that.
most of the ones I've seen actually do it pretty well.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil one, but one of my favorite games ever ends that way.
Well, it's a certain popular series, very disliked, but my personal favorite entry in the series. It has it at the very last level. The objective thing at the top just says survive, and you have waves.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
waves of
Halo
enemies
Reach.
coming. Yep. I love the way Halo Reach did that because I
Yeah.
played it for the first time with my brother, and we didn't know that, so we just got to that. And it was just like survive. So we're like, okay, we gotta survive. So we were sweating our butts off trying to survive, and eventually we just wound up getting killed. And we're like, oh, so it just ended whenever we died. We
Yeah.
thought legitimately like if you survive long enough, it would do something, but nope.
Yeah, I played that solo, and I survived for a long time and eventually died.
Oh,
But, which that's a
we
great...
survived for I think over an hour.
I think I survived for probably about an hour. I think at that point I just let them fucking kill me because I'm like, is something supposed to happen here?
I mean, we were having fun, so that was one of the reasons we didn't like, outright. We actually kept trying.
I was playing it solo, so I think at some point I was literally like, is something supposed to happen? Like, the fuck's up? But,
I distinctly remember at one point I was thinking, like, you know, is this bugged or something? Or... But we were having fun, so...
I'm pretty sure Ghost of Tsushima... I haven't beat it yet, but I'm pretty sure that game's gonna have to end with the main character dying. Look away from her, she's getting changed.
Don't look at the underage girl.
Yeah, when she's underage and getting changed, so you need to look away, Mackie. Oh, Scythe means you need to get in, it's a donut. Or you can get all the way out like Sasha. It's a donut, you can do either. But that's how you know if somebody's a pervert, if they get stunned by rings because they're trying to look when she's getting changed. Although you can look when she gets changed into this outfit. It's just some outfits. Although, don't move. Don't move, don't move. It's slip and slide. So biting is like... Yeah, that.
Oof.
Fucking monk. Dude, it's better to take the hit from the AoE than it is to just slide off the edge, you know? Like, I saw him take the hit, and then he just slid off the edge afterwards. It's like, dude, just take the hit.
Well, he was already sliding when he got hit, I think.
No, he slid all the way to the edge, but didn't quite go off, got hit, and then he slid again off the edge. It's like, dude, just take the hit, and just, it's fine. Like, I was watching him. Yeah, that's just room run damage. Obviously, don't stack with other people. Don't stand in the AoEs, which you're standing in right now. They're Shiva circles from Shiva.
Well, I haven't played Shiva in like over a year, and I only did it the one time, so I didn't recognize it for what it was.
We should have gotten the original version of the primals and then come back. That tank just got yeeted off the edge. No, it's Swiftcast. I'm gonna raise the other tank. Sorry, Mackie.
No, you're fine. He's hopefully more useful than I am.
Alright, so they're doing driving, so you need to get in front, and then each of the mirrors are gonna shoot out a cone like that. So, like that.
Fuck.
Which I'm gonna get hit, but I don't give a shit.
Yep.
A single hit is fine. The trick is just to not get hit by multiple. Oh, she's getting changed again. I'll raise you now, Sasha. Shit, you're in front. I can't raise you. There we go. Oh, they got you. Shit. Dude, this monk has 3 vulnerability stacks. Can they not get hit by something? Get up. Quickly, before ads.
Oh, I thought that was like an AoE thing, so I'm gonna get over for after.
Well, get up during AoEs anyways, because you can just stand still.
True. Oh.
Alright, so now it's going to separate you into 2 separate groups of 4. Kill the ads before they reach the center.
Okay.
And you're in the group with me, fortunately, so I can help you out. Alright, kill these ads. Dude, fucking the Afflatus Misery annihilates these ads. And if you see a tether, I think the tank should grab that. Kill ads. If no ads get in, then we should get... Yeah, we'll get a buff. If some ads get in, it's fine. It's just we'll get a damage buff if you don't get in. Mackie, just stand in that. Don't leave. Good. Yeah, just stay right there. You're fine. Because basically one person has to take the tether, and you're already standing in it. So I'm like, yeah, you just take it. What a fucking Sasha side ads got in. Sasha, you son of a bitch. What?
None of ours got in.
A tether must have gone in on your side then.
Nope, because I got the last tether.
Well, there's 2 tethers in the last set.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, then...
In normal
I got one
difficulty,
of
the final set of tethers is double tethers.
I got one of them.
Well, your party failed you. We didn't get the buff because of it. Alright, get away from that. Oh, back in, back in. That was a fake. That was fake, holy. Fortunately, you have time to adjust for it.
Light consume you.
Fortunately, we don't actually have to do this mechanic correctly here. Alright, so one person in each of these towers. Oh, shit.
Oh,
If you have a marker, just fuck off. It's like a cone, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta go.
Oh no! Jesus Christ, man.
Hey. Don't worry, I'm a genius, I got this. Dude.
Genius!
Also, if you guys got cone there, it wouldn't have mattered. It just does some damage. Alright, so we got mirrors again.
Such impudence.
Alright, so Scythe, so get under her, and then you're gonna get under one of the mirrors. Doesn't matter which one. Alright, run to a mirror, get under it. Nice.
Resplendent.
Alright, she's getting naked again, don't look. Or, no, just stand still, you can look. This is the other one.
oh.
One outfit, she freezes the floor. One outfit, she makes you not look.
Shatter.
That's a tank buster, I believe, right? No. Alright, you gotta get up from behind her. Doesn't matter. Just stand still, honestly, I can heal through one of the hits.
I ended up dodging both. That's honestly amazing stuff,
Then why do you have a vulnerability stack? What'd you get hit by?
so. I don't know. Apparently something.
All I know is, honestly, for that mechanic, there's a
Oh,
right
no,
way to do
wasn't,
it,
It wasn't,
but...
it wasn't by that one. It was the side kick thing. I got hit by a...
Okay.
the last
So you
second.
did miraculously dodge it somehow. It looks like other people did as well, but honestly, you can just take one of those hits, doesn't fucking matter.
Shatter.
Alright, so this is get behind, so the mirrors are going to eat you out like a cone. Yeah.
Shit.
You're fine. Honestly, this isn't knockback? Freeze floor? What is this? Oh, it's just AoE.
The light shall usher in peace.
Don't look at her. Or, yeah, don't look at her. This is definitely a fight in which me and the other healer can largely just overheal a lot of these mechanics. You looked at her. You're a pervert now.
But I looked away.
Fucking perfect.
Well, you got stunned, so that means you still got hit
Oh,
by the...
I must have timed it off wrong.
You goddamn pervert looking at the underage girl getting changed, Mackie.
I didn't even see her.
I didn't even see anything!
I
Please!
swear, officer, I didn't see anything.
Please let me go, Chris Hansen.
Oh yeah, I forgot normal mode has an extra cutscene.
Yeah.
Such
So now enjoy watching her get nude in front of us all, it's great.
That doesn't even fucking matter.
No.
We're all perverts.
Japan has turned us all into perverts by forcing us to play a video
No, she
game.
doesn't. She
No,
doesn't
I'm
get naked in
joking.
normal version. That's the special bonus for Savage Raiders that they get to watch her get naked.
If you want to see Reed get naked, you gotta play Savage difficulty. Looking nasty. Dude, I wouldn't do Savage though in this case. It's gross. See, the most upsetting part about this is that she has a hammer that us warriors cannot get. So I either want them to add a hammer class or give warriors more hammers.
I vote for a hammer class.
damn it all!
Alright, so...
Green's got to GM for this.
Yeah, once you're unstunned, just kill her. This is literally just a DPS check. And if somebody wants to limit break,
Blood on my future.
it doesn't even matter who, just somebody do
I'm
it.
in my first phase.
What?
I'm in my first phase, not on good.
I want to see what tomorrow will bring.
Time to blind everyone.
because we're already not blinded enough by fucking light. See, easy peasy. And you can get a Reen minion. Which I imagine most people at this point probably already have that fucking minion.
Well, except for,
Well, obviously Mackie doesn't. I was just saying that pretty good chance of him winning it, because I imagine not a lot of people still need it.
yeah.
And Square Enix was smart, and they made it so you can't just roll on minions that you already have anymore for the most part. So that way it prevents people like me from rolling on it, and then if I win it, I go sell it on the market board. I've got wings. I'm an angel.
Oh, yep, I got the minion.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now we can obey him. Only 2-player commendations. What? You bastards.
Hey, I got a player comp.
Nice.
Alright.
I always assume if I'm a DPS and I get a player comm, then somebody had a parser open and they probably saw like who was doing the best.
Yeah. Now time for me. Are either of y'all working on your stage 2 relic?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna work on that tonight either.
Because I'm gonna go do some of that.
Alright. Mackie, did you have anything else you wanted,
I
Clear.
guess if you want to do a leveling roulette with me, since I
I'll do
decided to
that.
restart on my white mage.
I will do that if you let me switch to my alt. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, the stream is going to see all of my alts.
Boy, how many ults do you have?
On Siren? 5. Or 4 alts.
Jesus fucking Christ!
And one of them, I have like half the classes at 80, and I'm working on the other half. Again, just on Siren, I have 5 characters. I think you might be friends with this alt. So, if not, I'll try to friend you.
I think the only one that I'm friends with is Shrek, and your other, I forget.
Jawari.
Yeah, Jawari, yeah.
Well, that's the one I was logging in on, so.
Okay.
This is my most leveled alt. Are you on my friends list? I only have Ham on my friends list.
I thought I was friends with Jawari.
Oh,
Let me take a look when I get out of cutscene.
how do you spell your character's name again?
Cadigan? C-E, or C-A-D-E.
Don't even know how to spell your own fucking name.
I only use Cadigan for Final Fantasy, so like most of the time I'm just Salamor.
I just sent you a friend request.
Okay.
But y'all friend you, Sasha, whenever I get into the party, so you can see my alt. What you said, leveling roulette, right?
Yeah.
What
That
classes
works.
are you guys going on?
I'm doing White Mage.
What are you
I'm
doing, Sasha?
Samurai.
Should I do... I'll go a DPS, and if it takes too long, I'll switch to, like, Paladin.
Give me a bit before you queue up. I'm in the middle of a fight.
That's fine, I'm still in cutscenes.
I'll come on my Machinist, I guess.
Wait, do I want to do Samurai or do I want to do Black Mage?
It's up to you. I imagine we're gonna get...
Well, Samurai is closer to 80, so I'll just finish getting that one up to 80.
Since I'm power leveling a lot of classes on this alt, I typically do leveling and guild heist roulettes on classes below 50, and then all my other roulettes and hunts and beast tribes for classes above 50.
Makes sense.
It's kind of my mentality. So I'm gonna come on. I guess Machinist is fine. My Machinist is level 40, so we're not getting thrown in. What level's your White Mage, Mackie?
32. Did you hear?
Let me go to let me just go on my Black Mage. But give me a minute.
What level's your Black Mage?
72.
Okay. Because I was
All
like,
my stuff is 70 plus.
I was like, I have Thaumaturge unlocked, but
So
if I queue on basically any DPS other than my Machinist, I'm gonna get us thrown into Satasha, and I don't particularly want to do Satasha, so I'm gonna go on my Machinist.
yeah, because the classes I have left are Samurai at 75, Monk and Black Mage at 72, then Dragoon and White Mage at 71.
You should totally get that. Once you get everything maxed out, you can get the Amara mount. The Amara mount's awesome.
And once I get everything maxed, I can get all the relics. Because my plan is to go into my brain just turned off.
Go into something relics. So next expansion, or
Go into the next expansion with all current relics done.
yeah, that was something I was gonna work on too. I just haven't had a ton of drive for it right now, so I was probably gonna wait for the next like content drought, and I'd worry more about that.
Well, if you want company, you can always join me when I do it.
Well, it's not necessarily that I haven't like had company to do it. It's more that I've just wanted to do other stuff more.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima recently, and the thought of playing that is significantly more appealing to me right now than the thought of doing the Relic grind.
Yeah, that's fair.
And same with, like, Cyberpunk comes out, well, I'm gonna want to do that instead of Relic grind. And
I'm
then
ready
when Nier
whenever you get
Replicant
him
comes
in,
out, I'm
Marty.
gonna want to do that instead of Relic grind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so looking forward to Nier Replicant,
Nice.
because I never got to play the original Nier.
Something that's because I'm currently playing through, because I haven't beaten them in a long time, the Final Fantasy X sub-series and Final Fantasy 3. And then once I finish those, I'm thinking about playing trying out the Romancing Saga series.
The Romancing Saga?
Yeah, because I've never played those.
Is it like a dating sim?
Nope, it's old JRPG by Square Enix.
Never heard of it.
They were, from what I understand, pretty popular in the West. It's kind of one of those things, like if you like Final Fantasy 2, you would like it. Kind of like how Bravely Default is kind of a throwback spin-off.
Yeah, so the problem is I don't like Final Fantasy games.
So it's basically like the Bravely series is a throwback to old school Final Fantasy, specifically Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 5. The Saga series is essentially a spin-off based on the mechanics of Final Fantasy 2. Because Final Fantasy 2 had a weird leveling system. A lot of people dislike it. I personally liked it. Or basically, you didn't have levels. Your stats increase through use. So like your vitality and HP would increase from taking damage. Your MP would increase from casting spells.
Yeah, I've played games like that. That's a fine leveling system if done right.
Yeah.
That's basically how Cyberpunk's leveling system's gonna work. They said as you use things, you get better at it.
Yeah, it's
That's how Skyrim's leveling system works. you
Yeah.
have
I mean,
levels, but you level up by using individual skills.
Yeah, but this is like the stats level up through use as well.
Well, that's just to cite Skyrim again. Technically, the stats do go up. It's just the stats are hidden.
Yeah.
Like, your physical damage does actually go up as you improve a physical skill. It's just like, it's hidden behind the cover, so you can actually see what those numbers are. It's one thing I like about Ghost of Tsushima in that the leveling system, you don't actually increase stats at all. You can only increase stats really by upgrading your armor and everything. All you get from leveling is technique points that you spend on like skills. None of those skills just straight up. So basically your stats don't go up in the game really. Your armor slightly improves your stats, your sword slightly does improve your damage a bit. But generally speaking, it's just you get more capabilities and you just have to be really... You just get better at the game and being able to use your kit and everything. So your kit gets expanded and all that. So it makes like a really rewarding gameplay experience because it feels... By the end of the game, like where I'm kind of at now, I'm getting close to the end, I feel like I'm broken, but that's largely because I played so much of the game at this point that... It's just, I've gotten good at it, so the enemies don't feel as hard.
Alrighty. Whenever you guys are ready.
Which is supposedly what a lot of people say about, like, Souls-like games, is by the end of them, they don't typically seem that hard because you've gotten good. They're stupidly hard in the beginning, but by the end, it's not that bad, because now you know what you're doing.
You guys, what you want to be?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna... Again, if this queue takes too long with me, I'm a machinist. I'll switch over to Paladin. Oh, never mind. I figured with a healer it'd be a fast queue, so I figured this was a good opportunity to go as a DPS because then Mackie could get me through the queue quickly. But if the queue was gonna take too long, even with the healer, I was like, we got fucking Satosh anyways. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would have come on a lower level class if I knew we were just gonna get thrown into Satoshi, but whatever.
Ooh, that's shiny.
Two range DPS. We're gonna kill these fucking things before we finish this pulling them. Alright, I'm gonna go check the color. The color is blue. Oh right, I have Peloton at this level. Ah, I also have an AoE at this level.
We're both there.
So we'll probably actually get through this dungeon pretty quickly as compared if I went on like a rogue or something which wouldn't have an AoE at this level.
Dude, I have fucking cast bars.
That is accurate. You are in fact playing a caster. High level Satoshi gameplay speedrun, guys. I figured out on speedrun.com, apparently there aren't, like, nobody's claimed world records for doing all of the Shadowbringers dungeons solo. So now I'm really tempted to just, like, take a weekend and just do all of those solo on my Paladin really quickly. Just try to claim all the world records.
Nice.
Because basically, as from what I can tell,
Oh my
which...
god, fuck this. Why did you stop and then move again? Fuck you, piece of shit.
Aren't pug tanks great? That's an issue I have with a ton of tanks. Also in Duty Roulette is their movement's unpredictable, which makes casting a pain in the ass. Alright, so the color is blue. Whoever does the most laps around the boss before we kill it wins. Go!
Oh, fuck you.
I'm just gonna run in, get cleaved a little bit, make Mackie's job a little bit harder. Oh man, I love pressing the same button over and over again.
Isn't it great?
I wish there was a way in this game that you can see how many times you've done each individual dungeon, because I would love to see how many times I've done Satasha. More so on my main than on my alt, but on my alt I'd also be curious what the numbers look like.
Yeah.
Or maybe if there was just... like, I know Riot Games and a few other game companies, what they'll do is they'll let you view statistics about your account. I wish Final Fantasy had something like that, which you could view a bunch of statistics about your account, like across all your characters and everything. Like total play hours across all your characters, like total dungeons, total, you know, lots of stuff. Or to figure out how bad at finances you are by figuring out the total amount you spend on Fantasias. I still think it's funny. League of Legends has that site where you can see how much your account's worth, and nobody that ever checks that site is ever happy afterwards. It's like, how much did I fucking spend on skins? Oh, going for a run. Cries in Black Mage. Mackie, the Black Mage a mage, laughs out of a sense of schadenfreude, understanding his pain.
And they're not even close enough for me to AoE this fucking cunt.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty hilarious. It's close enough for me. If this guy knew what he was doing, he would run through the ads, so then they would all be on the same side, then run back. So then they'd all be facing the other way. I want to see if they respond to that. They don't give a fuck.
Okay, like, I wouldn't mind it as much if he had moved this shit, if he had gotten them grouped up close enough for me to AoE.
Oh no, not the scurvy dog.
Line of sighting your own casters? That sounds like high E, low brain to me. I wanted to take these ads, run all the way back in that room, and wrap around the corner just to hide from you.
I should have expected that.
For him to pull more?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird. This guy hasn't quite figured out the timings. He spends too much time with one pack, and then he just randomly jolts out of nowhere to run at the next pack. If you're doing a big pull, you want to do it smoothly.
And he doesn't.
Generally try to make it one smooth movement of just running pack to pack. But you know, Gunbreaker's hard.
Don't stand
so.
in the. Don't stand in. Okay, they're luckily just barely close enough.
Oh, are they?
Somehow.
Yeah. This guy's also not running past the ads and then running back through them at all, so that's we're not grouping correctly.
I am not calming this guy. Holy shit.
Oh, I am. 100%.
Fuck you.
Oh, dude, the way I'm looking at this, it actually has the light refraction from the sun, from the sunset, making that like dotted line that you sometimes see in like camera lenses. I've never... Oh man, it's gone. Oh, the sun just barely drifted behind the mountains in this time, because, you know, day-night cycles do actually happen in dungeons. That's cool. I've never actually seen that light refraction effect in this game. That's all I was looking at. I wasn't even attacking the boss.
I know.
Alright, player calmed. Done.
No player comms given out. Did you get a comp?
I haven't left yet. I assume Mackie got the calm.
Nope, he didn't give me the comm either.
Oh, I didn't get it. He didn't calm any of
anyone.
us.
What a cunt.
Well, I regret giving him my calm.
As you should.
Unfortunately, player comms don't fucking mean anything.
Oh, poor y'all healed heist.
I mean, I'll come with you if you want to.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, I'm just leveling my ult, so if you just want to do some roulettes, like, I'm down to just come with you, you know?
Well, all my white mage can do is just the leveling healed heist.
Yeah. Which,
But if you want to do, but once I switch back to black mage, if you want to do expert, if you haven't already done it, that's fine.
I'll come for expert if I'm allowed
I'll
to
pass
heal.
on expert.
So I'm trying to get better at healing. If we're doing that, I'm going to switch back to my main.
That's fine. I'll wait for you.
This one's one of the annoying ones to heal, because sometimes your tank's a dick and he just stands in all the poison. Alright. So we're just gonna ignore all the ads and just kill the boss, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Just making sure me and Sasha are on the same page. Sasha's actually being nice and AoEing. No, single target only.
Are you happy, Nahara?
Yes, very. I want Mackie to suffer with the amount of healing he's gonna have to do.
Well, in that case,
Oh gosh.
Oh, you're right. That's a thing that we can do. Steps into poison.
Hey, he gave me the card.
Yeah, probably because me. At least I was being a dick. Sasha was trying to help.
So you're doing expert now? You're done with the leveling stuff?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll come for expert.
I'm going to go into Bajja in that case.
And then after expert, I'll probably get off for the night.
That's fine.
'Cause I have to work tomorrow. Hooray! Kill me.
Oh. That's a fucking mood and a half.
At least things are starting to get quiet because the holidays are getting closer.
Mhm.
Expectations go down around the holidays, which is great. Which, you know, it makes sense. I know my company does that because they understand employee retention's really important, and employees that don't feel stressed out around the holidays are more likely to be more satisfied in their job.
So what races are your others? Or you already logged in, didn't you?
Do you want to see them? Oh.
Yeah.
So I've got this one. Like, are you looking at my stream?
Yeah, but delayed.
Then that's one of my alts. Then that's another alt. That's another one. And this is the one I don't use. Yeah. The Lalafell one's only like level 30.
The one you don't use is the best one.
Yeah.
Shame.
What do you mean? Dude, come on. My main's the best, followed by this one, followed by this one, followed by that one. And then...
I would say Ondu followed by Tazri, then Drana, then...
So you like them either really small or really big is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Because Drana and Tazri are both like 7 feet tall.
I also don't care for Mikotes or Alraz because they're too common. Yeah.
Jeez, I knew that's what you would say. At this point, I've played my main, and I haven't Fantasia'd in like 6 years, so it's kind of not going to happen ever.
That's fair.
I change my hairstyle occasionally, but that's about it. And I have alts on other servers, but I'm not going to go through all those right now.
Oh, fucking hell. Why is it a cutscene?
Like, I have Shrek the Destroyer back on Balmung,
Nice.
which, he looks like a ripped Shrek. The problem is I can't play Shrek the Destroyer ever because everybody notices Shrek the Destroyer and everybody wants to talk to Shrek the Destroyer. It's very disruptive to trying to level. When everybody wants to chat with Shrek the Destroyer. It's the problem with having a meme character. Like, just running around Limsa, I'll get like 15 friend requests on Shrek the Destroyer of everybody trying to friend him.
Nice. Alright, so we're going to Gangoose. And actually, do I want to finish my relic?
I'm backlogged in on my main if you want to invite me, whatever.
Cutscene, but I'll do it in a second, yeah.
What dungeons are an expert? Hero's Gauntlet and what else?
I'm gonna guess like twinning.
Nah, twinning is in level 80 dungeons.
Really?
Yep.
Then-
Level
then I
80
think
dungeons is gonna contain basically everything except for the newest couple.
Well, then in that case, it's just gonna be Hero's Gauntlet and the one from the last one, I guess.
Yeah, probably. I just don't remember what the last one was.
I don't remember what it's called, but
All I know is the twinning and the Academia one are the best ones because those ones
Yeah.
have banger soundtracks. And those are both in level 80 roulette, not expert.
that's disappointing.
Oh, Amarat's fucking amazing too.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like, I love the base 3 Shadowbringer.
yeah, the base 380 dungeons were all really good. Oh, it's Amnestis Amder. That one's pretty alright. Hero's Gauntlet is okay. Amnes Andar's pretty solid.
Holy
Grand
fuck.
Cosmos was kind of a miss for me. And then the original 380s were great. Twinning's fucking banger, best dungeon of the tier. And then Academia Andor with that like jazz, amazing.
Alright, expert.
Somewhere I'll have to send it to you guys at some point. There's like a jazz kind of twist that's even more kind of high beaten jazz with the Academia and Andor song like on YouTube that someone made, and it's an absolute banger.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Are you class that you want to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna go all white mage.
Yeah.
So I can holy spam and we can speed through this. The problem is I can't be trusted to heal. I'm a glare mage. Did you know technically standing at melee distance of your enemy will increase your damage on Black Mage because your auto attacks?
Makes sense. Oh my god.
But you
this
can't
is
auto
fucking-
attack during a cast, so you'll only get auto attacks during your swift casts, your triple casts, and then your procs that you're getting from either Fire 3 or the lightning procs. But technically, you'll get like, I don't know, 10 DPS more maybe? It's such a minuscule amount, it's not even worth worrying about, but it's just like a funny little thing. Same with Red Mage. It's technically speaking, you do more damage if you stay within auto attack range. But the amount of damage you deal is negligibly larger. We got a new tank. At this point, most people doing this content's new, though. A lot of the people who've already played for a while, they're not really doing this stuff anymore. They're just waiting for the new patch, basically. Although this person's already got the upgraded relic. Like, why'd you go and get the upgraded relic before you, did the main scenario? I don't mind if they do big pulls as long as they actually pop cooldowns and maintain aggro. Aurora doesn't count as a cooldown. There they go. They pop one cooldown eventually. I saw them use Aurora, and I'm like, Aurora is nice and all, but Aurora is barely a cooldown. Basically, Gunblades have an ability called Aurora, which they can put a regen on them or a party member. It's like nice, but it's barely a cooldown. It doesn't really heal for that much. Basically, what I use Aurora most for in dungeons is you can put it on yourself during a pull, and all the enemies will aggro you. Because your increased enemy generation from your tank stance applies to heals that you do as well. So it applies to the Aurora healing ticks from that region.
Yeah.
So it lets you do really large pulls without losing aggro pretty easily. It's part of why I love Gunblade, is during dungeons it makes really large pulls really easy. You just Aurora yourself and keep running. It's gonna like keep stopping to like wait for the enemies. It's like they'll get here eventually, just keep running. They're not popping any cooldowns. Oh, now they pop Rampart. It's like, you should pop cooldowns when you're at high health, not wait till you're at no health and then pop them all. It's like, I don't mind if you do big pulls, but I prefer if you're gonna pop cooldowns if you do it, you know? See, they got low and then they popped both Rampart and Nebula shortly after, so they overlapped them, which is like too much mitigation at that point. The trick is to rotate through your cooldowns so you maintain one of them up at a time during large pulls, basically. Because then as a healer, I can just put a couple regens on you and then spam DPS and occasionally do an off TCD to spike you back up. Because I'm a glare mage, not a healer. I don't want to fucking heal. Why do you think I would want to do that? And you've already done this place, so you remember all the mechanics, right?
Yeah, and I've done a couple of expert roulette, so I've been getting some practice.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think that guy can late cooldown cop. He takes the tank buster and then he popped a cooldown. You got a order of operations issue there, bud. I'm lazy though, so I'm just gonna maintain a regen on him and he'll be fine. Look at that red. The dancer, I don't mind that he's having fun, but I want him to be within range of my AoE heals. So he was all the way over there, so I rescued him just far enough back that I could hit him with an AoE heal. It's like, as a dancer, you can run around extremely mobily, so he's just joking around, jumping around, running around with the boss. But the problem is, it's like, I want an AoE heal, and you just took damage, but you're all the way on the other side of the arena. So, I can't hit you with this. Which is funny, because he definitely recognized why I did that afterwards, because he started staying closer of, oh, he rescued me back so he could hit me with his AoE heal. Aw. The tank dodged that AoE and then stepped back into it. Just kill it.
Yep.
Ugh. At least the glamours from this dungeon are worth collecting. I agreed on a lot of pieces in this dungeon that I don't already have. Alright. We're almost dead. Slowly get. I actually don't really like this dungeon that much because I like dungeons that more explore kind of unique and new areas. I understand the point of this area. It's supposed to be interesting that you're running back through all these old areas. But again, it just kind of feels like we're retreading old territory in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I like the other dungeons where it's like brand new stuff.
Hmm.
My favorite dungeons are always the ones that feel very, like, unique and individual. Man, he's not even standing in my healing circle anymore. And he's just standing in AoEs. Come on, dude. Help me out here. See, the fun part about leveling and being a high-level healer is getting to realize all the mistakes that your tank's making.
Yep.
I mean, and also the DPS are making, but DPS, it's really hard for a DPS to make a fucking mistake during a giant ad pull. It's just like, just do an AoE and hit everything. It's fine.
Until they single target.
Well, that's basically that and standing in AoEs is basically the only mistake that melees can make during large pulls, you know?
Yeah.
This Mackie goes sliding back and forth across the arena. I love the Black Mage slide. The tank's running in circles around the boss because the ad's chasing him. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Some asshole just put some
No, it's fine. You have to move. You have to move away from yours anyways. It's whatever.
fine. I know that.
I mean, if you're the ones that grab your feet, yeah, they're an asshole if they stack with you. But the ones that don't grab your feet, you have to move away from it anyways.
Well,
It doesn't
no,
really
it was
matter.
it was the fact that I think the dancer put his zombie next to my ley lines.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Spread out. No, dancer, you're too close. There we go. Get back off a bit. It's actually pretty fun to do this dungeon with Trust, because you can see how the Trust NPCs handle it, and they have like an exact pattern they always handle these ads in. It's actually pretty clever. It's basically all the Trust NPCs, they'll always stack up for those ads. The ones that don't grab your feet. Place them somewhere, and then they'll all fan out to individual spots for the ads that grab your feet, which is like the technical ideal way to do that mechanic. It's just interesting watching Trust do it.
Going this one here. Oh, no, now it's
This tank is doing what the other tank was doing to Sasha. Very unpredictable pulling, so you never know when they're gonna stand still or they're gonna run forward.
Oh, thanks. Hey, get this aggro off me.
Dude, stand in a healing circle. I see. The tank is standing just outside the healing circle. You know what? You're not getting healed. How about that? Fuck you. Alright, he stepped in, so I healed him. He stepped back out. He stepped in, I spiked healed him, and he stepped back out. What is he doing? Bruh. I don't know if he's self-awareness to... I don't know if he's self-aware enough to realize that he's fucking with me or not. Run, Mackie, run! See, I don't know when to regen them, because you shouldn't regen during pulls, but I can't tell if they're gonna actually keep pulling or not. Like, they gotta go further to get the next pack of ads to spawn, but they stopped and see you turn back. I know they're new, but if you're gonna pull, you gotta pull. Is Sasha still in voice with us, by the way?
Yep.
I think.
Okay. Just curious. Did anybody respond to your ping in the other Discord about raiding Tuesday and Thursday, or
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday?
Pretty much everyone's in the same mindset.
Alright. I figured everybody would be, but figured it didn't have to check.
Yep.
Dude, every time I do this dungeon, I think all I want next expansion is to get fucking Necromancer. I don't think we're
Yeah.
going to, but I would love if we did. Same with we're not gonna get fucking Berserker, because Berserker's just Warrior. Spectral Berserker. I hate how the Berserker, which is just Warrior, is wielding a Dark Knight greatsword. He can't even wield an axe.
Brandon's all kinds tilted.
Well, it's just at this point, I think Square Enix just doesn't give a shit about Warrior. This expansion, they didn't do Warrior justice at all. Last expansion, they took Warrior in the wrong direction. So I'm just hoping they like do something correct with Warrior next expansion.
Unlikely.
Oh, they're not going to, obviously. But like just the fact that this Berserker has like a more interesting moveset even than Warrior actually has. Even Elidibus, when he's playing as
Paladin.
no, Elidibus, what does he play as Paladin? Elidibus was playing as Ardbert, and Ardbert's the Warrior.
Yeah, but I see.
Elidibus
Okay.
uses a significantly more interesting like Warrior moveset than Warriors actually have. Like he
I
doesn't
thought
even
you-
use any Warrior moves.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about when he was playing as his early boss form. Sorry, I forgot about the one.
Oh, the Warrior of Light form. As Sasha gets tilted, girly boss form.
No, I actually love the Warrior of Light, because that was a throwback to the,
Original Final Fantasy. That's why I thought you'd
Yep,
get tilty
Final
when
Fantasy
Mackie
one.
just called it the girly boss form.
Well, I mean, he looked like a girl.
I mean, to be fair, like, Mackie's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with it. I don't like the Warrior of Light aesthetic.
I love it, but it makes me wish I had a elemental armor set from Eureka when I did it.
Is Paladin
I
gonna
think
make
it's
it?
something to
Oh, you got Breaker. You made it.
extend. So, you actually probably don't know why. The
Elemental. Watch out for that.
So the elemental armor set from Eureka bears a striking resemblance to Garland, also from Final Fantasy 1.
No, the elemental set from Rico looks pretty good. I actually want to go back and get that at some point. I didn't know where it was from, but it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing that after I finish my boss shit grind. If you want to join me for that.
Maybe. I don't want to promise stuff with Cyberpunk coming out. 'Cause I don't know how much how much time I'm gonna spend on that game.
That is fair.
probably use wings for that. I don't think there's really a good point in me holding wings. Honestly, I don't... I guess I can use it here. I don't use Temperance, which is like the White Mage wing ability, nearly as much as I should. It's like not using, what's the fairy, Sasha?
Seraph?
Seraph, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, not using wings is like not using Seraph. I mean, at least I know what wings are, though. Shadowless Coat of Fending. The Fending set is actually the only set of gear I don't like from this dungeon.
Which dungeon?
Hero's Gauntlet.
The Shadowless stuff? I actually really like the tank one. I considered using it as Glamour.
I think it has some decent textures on it, but I can't get into it. Honestly, I hate tank kilts.
Oh.
That is fair. I
So-
don't mind them just because one of my favorite RPGs was fucking full of them. That one being Morrowind.
Ah.
That was my introduction to the Elder Scrolls.
I like pants. Pants are
Okay.
good. Tank pants. It's funny because I think kilts look fucking badass on dudes, but I don't care for them on chicks at all.
That's fair.
The Scots had it right.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: high heels were originally men's shoes.
Yeah.
To make men look
butchers.
taller, right?
No,
Yep.
it's for butchers. Just to keep their feet out of the blood.
That's pretty kinky. Is that why a lot of high heels are red?
If that is the reason, that is amazing.
No, that's not the reason. The actual reason is because red is used for makeups and all sorts of things, because human instinct compares it to things like apples and fresh fruit, and it invokes a deeper emotion from the fucking id part of your brain. It makes you want to fuck the shit out of it. Obviously that's expressed in extremely simple terms, but there's a reason a lot of makeups and fashion, like a woman in a red dress, is like a common icon, because the red does shit for humans in their brain. And it has something to do with, again, thinking of ripened fruit or something like that. I don't know. I remember hearing a whole dissection on the topic at one point, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense, and I immediately forgot most of the information. Then there's the Tim Minchin joke in which he jokes about one of his songs that somebody said that lipstick is supposed to make your lips look more like a vagina to attract males. And then he immediately jokes after that by saying now he can't view his aunt in the same way. He's like, now that somebody told me that, I can no longer look my great aunt in the eyes. Which I don't think that's true. That's just some made up thing. Again, lipstick, it's more for the colors and what it attracts in you and everything. As it turns out, human sexuality is actually extremely predictable and it's extremely scientific.
It's actually kind of cool though.
Yeah. It's like,
Here I go, teleporting around the world trying to find quests to do.
I mean, I'll do trial roulette if you want to do that.
Oh no, I'm just back on my white mage, just trying to find random
Have you done your hunt
quests.
log?
I forgot about that.
Because that gives a pretty good chunk of experience. Yeah, class quest, hunt log. Honestly, if you're a white mage or a healer, you could probably just queue into dungeons about your level 2 pretty easily. Like Hakune Manor or whatever. Um,
See what happens.
You can also use it as an opportunity to grind up your adventure squadron a bit, because if you get that high enough level, you'll unlock some benefits, like some new emotes and stuff. You can also
need
just do
to-
fates. Fates give a lot of experience.
I still have a lot of Adventurous Squadron stuff to finish up.
I grinded out my adventure squadron on my main, and the way I quote-unquote grind my adventure squadron typically on my alts is, if I'm doing daily stuff on my alts, I'll just go back there and send them off to do some training stuff. If you do that like every day, they'll eventually get to max level.
Yeah, it's always trying to get it exists.
It's also, if you're really, really, really fucking lazy, like I am, then you can actually level DPS classes really easily without even playing the fucking game, basically, by you either do trusts or adventure squadron content. You go on a DPS, then you just keep telling the adventure squadron or the trust party to go attack the next mob, and then you AFK, watch Netflix or something, and occasionally you have to like move your character forward, but for the most part the trusts and the adventure squadrons can do the dungeons on their own. So that's like the laziest possible way to level a DPS class. But if you're trying to level your trust, and honestly you don't really feel like playing the game, you can do that, and you can just like watch Netflix or something. Just alt-tab back in every couple minutes. Just to have a second monitor, it made it really easy for me, in the sense I could be like doing other stuff, or even if I'm working, I could just have that running on one of my monitors, then just like every 5 minutes or so, tell the Adventure Squad to pull the next pack.
Yeah, eventually I'm gonna invest in a second monitor.
It's nice.
It's amazing. The problem with having a second monitor is you'll never be able to go back. Like, I can't live without 2 monitors at this point. And honestly, at some point, probably sometime after the holidays, I'm probably gonna pick up a 3rd monitor.
Yeah, I need to get a new monitor first.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to do before I just hop off.
I'm so close to unlocking Zone 3.
Also, Sasha, since we were talking about how we commission different stuff, just to let you know, this is the dude I commissioned my stuff from.
Okay.
Assuming that works, because it looks like it might be giving an error in Discord.
Came through. It probably just blocks like the fucking
The Discord
like,
preview.
previews. Yeah.
Honestly, this dude was
Yeah.
pretty cheap for what you're getting, and which is funny, it's not cheap because again I looked and this dude's based out of like Pakistan, so the US dollar is pretty strong over there, so I feel like it's a lot of money for him over there, but for us over here it's really not that much.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in who I commissioned my stuff from for graphics, they're both in my Discord server.
Gotcha.
For graphic design stuff, it was Ethomancer, and then the sound stuff that I'm gonna be getting is from Kai.
Alright. So like a bunch of alert sounds and stuff?
Basically, yeah, I'm getting like an intro audio,
Oh,
like
that's
intro
nice.
music kind of deal, for any YouTube videos, because I have my own personal free editor.
Oh, is your brother gonna edit your videos for you?
Yeah, because that's what he wants. He wants to get into like photo and video, like photography and like video editing and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of stuff that he's into.
That's nice.
So he's gonna be editing videos for me.
Yeah, I'm too fucking lazy to edit my stuff, and I don't have anybody that actually watches my YouTube content, so I don't care to like pay for intro music or anything. So I just post full screen VODs there.
Yeah, it's just, I kind of like, just in case, you know, anything does happen, I somehow manage to blow up. I want to have it be like nice and professional, you know?
Yeah, which that was my thought of why I commissioned, since from this guy, just a quick thing. I was just trying to get, first off, I wanted a personalized logo, because I always kind of wanted one of those because Discord and all sorts of stuff. I thought that'd be cool. And the dude does, again, help you make your own personal customized ones. But also, it just seemed like he had like a base, like if you looked on that site, he had like a base like pack of stuff that you get with the commission of like, it's all sorts of stream overlays and camera overlays and AFK screens. It was just like a nice pack of a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So I figured, because basically I know my YouTube content's basically irrelevant. Occasionally people will check out my stream and everything, but people don't really watch full VODs on YouTube. Like, it's just not something that attracts people.
I mean, it depends on like the game and everything, so
I guess some more story-based games maybe, but
yeah, like Let's Plays and, you know, Among Us VODs are huge. Stuff like party games and
yeah, well, the thing is with Let's
party
Plays,
games and,
it's largely
RPG,
about
like Let's Plays.
yeah, well, Let's Plays are largely about you either already having an audience that actually gives a shit about your opinion, or you have to be like crazy charismatic. Like,
Markiplier.
Yeah, basically. And then the whole thing with party games, that's, again, it's more of a matter of you either already have an audience, or you and a bunch of really charismatic people are playing together.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, full VODs don't really do well unless you already have an audience. So when I was commissioning some Twitch stuff, I was like, well, nobody actually really watches my stuff yet, so I'm not even gonna really worry about YouTube. I'm just gonna make my Twitch stream look a bit better, and then go from there. So basically getting like the Discord and everything that I was trying to set up quickly and setting up a Twitter, it's just stuff to relate back to the Twitch stream.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just saying, so setting up like the Discord and setting up all the other stuff was just stuff that I could relate back to the Twitch stream, just to have something there.
Yeah. I mean, I've got my Discord, which kind of is dual purpose.
Yeah, I'm... Your Discord's fucking huge. I was trying to, part of the reason I split this off as its own separate Discord, and I'm trying not to put too much stuff here, is I was trying to just focus this on just kind of a Discord for me to communicate stuff through my stream on. I'm trying to keep this Discord from being anything more than that, really.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's kind of like I'm trying to kind of take the community approach.
Yeah.
So it's like, it makes sense to kind of have one Discord server to serve both purposes of community and stream stuff in one.
Yeah, it makes sense because, again, you do have like a ton of community on yours. It's just when I made this one, I'm like, I just want, like, I'm gonna isolate this for now, just have it be related back to my stream, and if it actually does build up any sort of community in it or anything, I'll worry more about it then. And a lot of my view is I'm mainly just streaming because it's better than me sitting alone playing video games at this point. Because I'm gonna be playing video games anyways, so. I don't really have, you know, any illusions about actually getting popular or anything on Twitch. Like, I don't think I have the charisma for it. So, like, I'm not really that concerned about trying to prepare myself, like, get YouTube intros and editing and then get really fancy, like, stream intros. And, like, I'm not really worried about that stuff because I don't think it'll come to that. And if it does, I'll worry about it when I get there, you know?
How long do the rank A hunts hang around? Because there's one sitting
Forever.
right fucking...
Until somebody
killed.
kills it.
That's fucking annoying.
I mean, do you need help
gonna
killing
fucking
something?
You could say that because there's a rank A hunt sitting on top of where I'm trying to collect stuff for this level 34 quest.
Is
And
it,
it keeps one-shotting
is it a
me.
level 50 hunt?
Yeah.
You just switch your black mage and kill it really quickly. You kill it in like 5 hits.
Yeah.
It's a level 50 hunt. Just switch to your black mage and kill it.
But doesn't it? I thought it de-leveled me or something.
No. Hunts are open world. You can just kill
Yeah,
it.
not for hunts, only for fates.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just like, just switch to your black mage and kill it.
Okay.
It's like, what? I was so confused. I'm like, what are you complaining about? Where are you that this hunt is fucking you over? You have a black mage at level 80.
Alright. In that case.
So if you need help killing it, if you can't kill it on your black mage for some reason, let me know and I'll come kill it for you.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's like, you'll even get some currency for it.
Let's die.
It keeps killing me. You're bigger than it, Mackie. Why is it beating you up?
I wanted it a moment ago.
Well, now that we're not raiding tomorrow, I'll probably end up just playing Ghost of Tsushima instead. I'm trying to beat that game before Cyberpunk.
That's fair.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to decide if I want to play any Ghost of Tsushima right now or if I just want to get off for the night.
I mean, if you keep doing it, I'll keep the stream up just so you get the viewership.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't. The thing is, I know if I start playing it, I'm going to want to play it for like 3 hours, you know?
Yeah, it's already 11.
Alright, yeah, I'm just going to get off. So, y'all have a good night.
Have a good one.
And that includes anybody who is still on the stream. Which I think it's just Sasha and Mackie, so you're hearing this again. But if anybody is actually on here, you have a good night as well.